Good day traders, Gakuna Trading. Welcome back to another video, another episode. Today we'll be talking about decoding market noise beyond the headlines. Now, I know that the market is very volatile, so much noise everywhere. But let me tell you one thing, guys. If you have the list of these things I will write now on the screen, you will decode all the market noise. Now remember that major red news can be used as a tool to trick traders into thinking that the market is going to go in a specific direction, and then before you know what's happening, the market reverses. Now also, we all need to make sure that we trade markets that we understand. Now that is one very important advice I'll give you guys to avoid market noise. Now these are the things you need to avoid the market noise when you are trading Stacey burke style. Okay, number one, you need your EMAs. Number two, you need to identify the opening range. Okay, you need to identify your opening range, you need to identify the EMA, you must identify your trend line. Now there can be micro trends, okay, or macro trends. Okay, now also closing price. Okay, you also need to identify the Asia box. Also need to identify the session. You also need to identify daily highs and low. You also need to identify weekly highs and lows. Okay, you also need to identify monthly highs and lows, yearly highs and lows. Okay, now this here are just a few of what we need to identify to avoid the market noise. Now also, what you need are set of rules, not just rules, defined rules and guidelines of the market you are trading. Now, all market trades the same. I do not need to know a name of a market as long as it gives me a 1, 2, 3, as long as it gives me an FRD, as long as it gives me an FGD, as long as it gives me trigger days, as long as it develops balance, as long as it trends. Okay, I do not need to know the name of the market. Now if you want and you are interested in having my set of rules, like my mentorship, the guys in the Discord, they use the rules to define what markets they are looking for. Now the rules, if you need the rule book, you need to become a member. Now the link is in description. Click on the link, do well to join the membership, get the playbook, and you will be given the rule book. The rule book is a breakdown of what we have in the playbook, a summary of every arsenal we need to execute markets at a given point when we have the setups presented. Okay, so the rule book, when you join, I'll personally send the rule book to you. Okay, from my back end, I'll see your name and everything. I'll send the rule book to you. The rule book is as simple as anything. Now, having understood all of this, everything I've written here, how can I break this down into set of rules that can help me identify and can help me execute when trading, and also help me avoid noise? Today we use an example on the USDJPY. First of all, I want to identify, like I said, balance, EMAs, the opening range of Asia, opening range of Monday. I want to identify closing price. I want to identify if I have a setup. It can be a 3-day setup, it can be 3 days of breakout traders. The moment you identify, what most traders fail to understand is they fail to identify. You must be able to identify before you jump into the market to execute. So identifying what the market is doing can help us stay away from market noise. Okay, so yes, we have a 1 2 3. This is not new. Over 10 years, over 9 years, Stacey has always emphasized on this. One pattern to make a killing living. I will say that he made a video today. I would say one pattern to make a killing living. One pattern. Now, an advice for you all that jump from one community to another, you will never make it. Yes, I'm totally honest, because if you use an example, if you give birth to a child and you start teaching that child how to speak a specific language, that child speaks that language perfectly. When that child grows up, guess what? You try to integrate into that child another language, the child will find it difficult to understand. Okay, you can only teach that child the 2 languages when the child is little. Okay, when the child is little, those of you who are from India, Spain, and other countries where you speak your language, you know that your children, your kids, you teach them how to speak these languages from very little age. Now, the same thing applies with trading. If you started with ICT, it will be difficult for you to integrate SB trading. If you started with SMC, it will be difficult. If you are a supply and demand trader, stay with your supply and demand. If you are a ICT trader, stay with your ICT. If you are SMC, stay with SMC. Whatever pattern of trader you are, stay with that. If you want to migrate into the SB trading pattern, you must abandon all you know about ICT. You must abandon SMC, and then you come with a new fresh baby mindset that I'm just a baby, I'm just a kid, I'm open to learning something new, and abandon the trash I have known over the years. Okay, so why do you think most people understand Stacey more than most people? Because they started with Stacey. Even Stacey himself has said that his children will not be allowed to look at YouTube. Think about that for once. His children are not allowed to look at YouTube. Why? Because he wants his children to be able to trade specific setup. Okay, he wants his children to be able to trade specific setups. Okay, when these criteria are met. Stacey is a reversal trader. He loves to short things. Do you love to buy? Have you discovered if you love buying or if you love selling? If you love buying, you need to start looking for level 3s at the low that you can buy and swing. If you love selling, you need to look for tops. You need to always look for markets that are pumping up in 3s. 3 high closes, 3 levels of rise. 3-day setup, 3 days of breakout are all the same thing. The market can go 3 higher closes and keep closing higher. That is the market that is trending. Okay, but at some point it will come to an end. Okay, so now that is how to avoid noise when you have not left your previous trading pattern completely and you are looking at a new trading pattern. You start looking at SB, you are seeing fair value gaps and all that rubbish on your chart. So please stay away from what you know in the past and embrace what you see here on my channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you very much. Welcome to the Gakuna Trading course. It's been long I made videos, but for you guys, the new guys who just joined me, these videos are for you. Okay, take your time, watch all the videos. I repeat the same thing over and over again, so I get tired of making videos because everything you need is in my playlist. Go to the playlist, pick any video, watch another one. You see I keep talking about the same thing. I don't know ICT, I don't know SMC, I don't know nothing. All I know is Stacey, Al Brooks, and Jim Dalton. Okay, these are the only people I know, and that's all. I don't know anyone. So as I was saying, now we can see day 3 will blow off in the direction of the trend or reverse. Now look at this pattern. When you look at this pattern, let's go to the 2-hour time frame. Look at this pattern. If you zoom in on your phones and your computer and your TVs, look at this. You see what happened here? Now I want you guys to go now, look at Aussie USD. Can you see Aussie USD? Does this ring a bell? Day 1, day 2, day 3, close in breakout. If it rings a bell, in hindsight pays. I work with hindsight, okay? Hindsight and muscle memory, okay, is one of the 2 abilities I would encourage traders to have. First of all, your hindsight and muscle memory. You remember how that pattern looks like to apply it next time. Human beings will never change. The pattern remains the same. Nothing changes in the market. It will do the same thing in front of your face. It will look like an insult. They will repeat the same rubbish the next week, the coming months, year after year, 1, 2, 3, closing breakout. Now in the playbook, I have emphasized on types of 3-day setups. Nobody will tell you this. Even Stacey himself will not tell you. You have to do the work. We have 3-day setups that will close in breakout. We have 3-day setup that reverses on the day itself. We have an inside day 3-day setup. We have a day 0 3-day setup. A 3-day setup is not 3 days of breakouts. Note that. So muscle memory. In the playbook, I emphasized that 3-day setups from low of week to high of week will evolve to a signal day. You can see me already projecting a very good arrow here, expecting an FRD. I want to be the reversal that closes as an FRD so I can swing. This is what I did on the USDJPY. I sold the reversal that closed as FRD and I held it till this position. I am still on this market. I'm still here. I'm still in here. Look for the reversal that closed as an FRD. Position yourself and hold your trade through to the next day. That market will blow off and fly and will never come back. Also understand, are we in balance or are we out of balance? Very important. Jim Dalton, Al Brooks, and Stacey. These are the only 3 people. Stacey's mentor. Now I know you guys feel Stacey invented this. He never invented this system of trading himself. He learns from people. He put some couple of gurus, not gurus, the real veterans of trading together. Peter Brandt, Edwards and McGee, a lot of people put them together to bring out something wonderful for all of you. I respect Stacey a lot. I owe him. He's the best trader in the world. You guys should give that man a round of applause. It's very rare for people to see, for us to see people like him who repeat the same thing, who have been repeating the same thing for over 10 years now. Okay, so look for a setup, define everything you see here and then apply it. Okay, now if I have a first red day, this is first red day here. Okay, I go to my rules in the rule book and I read that rule book concerning the reversal, the take profit level, and how the market flows to the downside. I read the rules of balance. Okay, define your trading. Don't trade blindly. Define your trading. Okay, Euro USD today, like I said, I want to be in a reversal that closed as a signal. I was in a trade with the mentorship students from Friday. We held it long till this very angle here. What did the market do? The market, after red news, gave a scalp buy, and I bought and closed immediately because we are still in balance. Anything can happen. Happy new month in advance, guys. We are entering into the new month. This is the closing range of the month of September. May the markets keep going with all of us. 1% better every single day. Do well to revisit your charts. Look at the opening range of every month. Like I said, we have the opening range of the month, opening range of the week, and opening range of the session. Asia, Monday, first trading week of every month is the opening range of your month. Okay, do well to look for this. Okay, ask yourself, am I in balance or am I out of balance? Now, a lot of you know all of this, but you need to solidify the process with mentorship. Nobody is bigger than mentorship. If you need to be mentored, communicate to me and I will take you for 1 month and your trading will never be the same again. Everything about you will change. Your thought process, your reasoning, coupled with the rules, you will be a super trader, and I promise you that. The markets go with you. Do well to make sure you look for specific things, specific rules, specific setups that will keep you out of the noise. Okay, it will keep you out of the noise and you only be on the side of profit. Okay, only on the side of profit. Now remember, differentiate your pairs. Asian movers, these are my Asian movers. US movers, British pound movers, euro. I have put them into different categories because I know that this market will move this market will move in a specific session related to that pair. Okay, so like I said, the Euro NZD is you guys should watch the Euro NZD. Euro NZD is preparing for the new month to collapse to the downside if the rules are met. Also, keep an eye on AUDCAD, Aussie USD for tomorrow. Okay, guys, keep an eye on those pairs. Keep an eye also on GBPUSD and the Euro USD. GBPUSD too. I took a buy trade from Friday with the mentorship, guys. Okay, like I said, systematic trading. We want to be on the side of profit. We bought, we are above Asia now. We moved, kept on holding, and I'm out because we have a what? 1, 2, 3. 3-day setup will blow off in the direction of the trend or reverse. Let's see what Wednesday, the midpoint range of the week, will do for us. When the markets go with you 1% better every single day, do well to like and share this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. And may the markets go with you.